Welcome everyone to season 3 of Success Speaks. We have Abdur Rahman Bhaiya with us, who was placed in the placement session of 2022-2023. So, Bhaiya, would you like to introduce yourself?
So I am Abdur Rahman Khan. I am from Computer Science Department at IIT Bhilai, and I am placed at Airasia for the role of Software Engineering 1.
So, Bhaiya, when do you think that one should start preparing for placements?
So the ideal time to start preparation is, according to me, around 4th semester. So from 4th semester onward, one should dedicate himself wholly for the placement, because after just 6 month internship session starts, and just after 1 year placement starts from the start of the 7th semester. So 4th semester is the ideal time, so that we get around 1.5 year to prepare fully for placements.
How did summer internships help you in your placements?
So the role of summer internship was, as it was on campus placement, so maybe for the selection criteria of initial screening it might help in, and while we were giving interview, it adds around 2 to 3 minutes of talk with the interviewer, which meaningful talk, so that which denotes like how we are good at software engineering, what apart from the technical knowledge, what do we really possess knowledge. So for conveying it to the interviewer, it was helpful.
What non-technical questions were you asked during your interview?
Some of the non-technical questions were like, some of the they asked some puzzles which are available on GFG, like they asked puzzles, and some why do you want to join our company, and some HR related questions. These types of questions were they asked.
Did you apply for off-campus placements?
Off-campus placement, yes. Whenever I see opportunity, I try to apply it as soon as possible, and I got one offer from Lois India before the on-campus session itself, and it was through off-campus. In off-campus, luck plays a lot of role, because there is a lot of screening going, lot of candidates applying for some openings, so luck plays a very crucial role for it.
Which online resources would you recommend for the preparation?
According to me, first we should prepare for DSA. So for DSA, I would suggest is lead code or interview bit. Just focus on lead code or interview bit, and you would be good for DSA. Like GFG is also a resource, but it's like a wholesome resource. We cannot follow it completely. It's too vast. But whenever we get stuck in any topic, we can go to GFG for clearance, and there is striver sheet for DSA, which helps a lot in interviews also. And for core knowledge, we should like stick to any gate smashes video or any resource on GFG and follow for the core concept. Like the real problem for the resources is like there are too many resources. We have to stick to one resource and follow it wholeheartedly till the end. So these are two resources for core and DSA. And for project, we have to like either narrow down our search area of interest to machine learning or blockchain or web development, and build 2 to 3 projects.
What was the role of projects in your placement preparation?
Project, as for interviews and placement, like they want to see what apart from theoretical knowledge, what student possess, so they assess them on basis of project. So project helps in interviews a lot. Like half of the interview was only discussion on projects, and half was on DSA. So project plays a very vital role.
So what kind of questions were you asked in your interview?
So I was asked some DSA questions and some questions on project, and then some puzzle projects, some questions on internship, and in the final round it was HR and basic HR questions like why do you want to join us? Like they want to assess like we really intend to join them, or just we want to take it as a backup offer.
Any feedbacks you would like to provide about the working of the placement cell?
So as all the placements were doing voluntary work, so we would like to thank them all for their work, but there are scope of improvement to them also. Like we were at some stage it was not very transparent enough, and there was some issues with like CTC breakdown of the company. It was not very clear in some like what was the clear CTC breakdown, and these are some feedbacks I want to give. And also like the activities which they scheduled it, they can schedule it at a more appropriate time and with more focus. Like, so these are some of the feedbacks for students here.
Thank you, Bhaiya. We wish you all the best for your future endeavors.
Thanks a lot.